Hello and welcome. I'm Alexis with Chakredy, and it is time to talk about the energetic difference between reading and perceiving. And I'm really psyched to have this conversation with you. Energy peeps often use the term read for various types of intuitive work. For example, giving a card reading, offering an intuitive reading. And there's nothing wrong with the word read. I just want to clarify that up front, that what I'm speaking to is really how it is experienced in the energy to be read and how you can connect with the energetic difference between reading and perceiving. So let's dive into the Chakredy style approach to what reading actually means. When I connect with the term reading and reading energy, it implies more of a projection forward into another person's energy field to gain insight and information. Many intuitives read energy unintentionally. And again, referring to reading as this process where you are projecting into another person's field to gain information. When you are on the receiving end of this, it can feel violating, and a hard read can be experienced almost like a bombardment of the system. Someone just taking a straight nosedive into your field and then digging around in it. It doesn't feel great. Have you ever had somebody tell you something about yourself that just made you think, hey, I don't want that person diving into my stuff? I know I have, and I see this a lot. So this is why I really wanted to speak to it in this video. Two people can share the same piece of information, and one can feel grounded and compassionate and resonant, and another can feel invasive, off, and violating. So let's break it down. We'll do a little reading recap. When you are reading another person's energy, you project forward. So you may actually notice your physical body leaning forward, and you may experience a more concentrated, focused energy than projecting from the third eye. This just is what can be experienced as that piercing or that nosedive. So this is one way that you can connect with the sensation and the physical indicators where you may notice if you are actually the one that's reading someone else, and also the way that you can connect with somebody else reading you. Perceiving. Let's talk about this energy. When you perceive energy, you remain grounded and clear in your own energy field to then connect with someone else's energy and observe the energy. You invite the energy and information to come to you rather than diving in and grabbing at it yourself. You're staying back in your own field. So perceiving is grounded, it's connected, and it is compassionate. You can really sense the space that is being held by a person that is perceiving. And it is all encompassing. It may feel like being held in a supportive bubble. So let's put these concepts to practice. I've got a little practice for you. Go ahead and write down one experience where you have been on the receiving end of being read. How did that make you feel? Write down as much detail as you can. Then go ahead and write down one experience where you have been the one on the receiving end of being perceived. How did that make you feel? And then you can keep going with this, and you can write down one experience where you were the reader of someone else's energy. And can you identify how that person on the receiving end responded to you? And how did that feel in your body when you were doing that? And then the last part of this exercise, go ahead and write down one experience where you were the perceiver. How did the person on the receiving end respond? How did you feel in your body? Whether you are applying these concepts to navigating maybe your personal circumstances or a professional practice that is rooted in some type of healing work, this is a very, very powerful way to approach energy in all ways throughout personal and professional life. Connecting with the ability to perceive is not only more beneficial to you and your energy, but it's more beneficial to everyone around you. So I hope that you have fun with this practice and that it is insightful.